Hi everybody, this is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Tuesday, October 1st, 2024. So a little bit of a slippage today with the bulls, but what I'm showing you here is this is what I've been showing in the premium reports, and it was this fractal pattern. I love fractal patterns. I don't know why I can spot them pretty easily, but this is the put call ratio. So basically, when we're here, everybody there's no protection in the market. Everybody just has calls. There's no puts. And here you can see that typically so we came down. And you can see this is when we started going up, and then we came up and down, and you can see this is where the final move was. So I was showing everybody where, this is basically where we were, and you can see this came to the exact same spot. So I started looking at this pattern all the way up here when we made this, and I've been showing it. And if we just look above, I've been saying the 5770, actually below here, 5770 has been my target, and it's mainly because of this channel right here. So the crazy part right now is that where they close this market. At one point, I sent out a text message this morning, and that was pretty much when we were here. And I said, do not take the trade unless we get above the 57.25, because what it would be is another false breakdown, and then from there they ramp it right back up again. Well, it never made it up there. It came down, and then it started coming up here towards the end of the day, and I sent the text out saying, listen, it's too late to be jumping into this position, and we pulled back. So it made it, to the 57.30. I'm glad we didn't pull the trigger on it, because that would have been a little bit tough. But right now, we're kind of in the middle of this rally, this bounce right here. So if they could bring it back up again. If they do, obviously that 57.50, that it's the gamma line that's going to be there. And if we get above there, then we're looking at the 5,800. Now, this is the problem with the bears, is that every time they've had some kind of chance to bring the market lower, they failed. Now, I don't know if they fail this time, as I will show you pretty soon. It very well could be a top, for the main reason we have the wave structure account, we have sell signals, and if the bears can get through this, then we come down to this 50, where are we, 56.50. So this would be the next one, but this is where really what we need to, for the bears to get the attention of the bulls, it's going to be below this level here, because that will give us a volatility trigger down to the 55.50. So there's I'm not going to sit there and say that the top is in right now until we start taking out some of these lows, because then it's going to be the first time we're really seeing lower highs and lower lows. And it's something that's been waiting. And like I said, this is the support level. They made it below the first one, the 57. And that's why I thought this was going to be a failed breakdown, because we made it back, and then we got back above the 5,700. So they recouped it, and that's typically where they kept things going. But today, there's just a lot going on. I'm surprised that the market wasn't down a lot more than 100 points. I mean, I would have, a lot more than 53 points. I would have been guessing a little bit more on the down 100. And really, the main reason for that is, we have the porch strikers. This is the reality of things, is that it's gonna push inflation back up. It's going to disrupt our distribution lines, and it will hurt the economy. The fact that the Biden administration isn't stepping in, and they're actually supporting the strikers, the union, and if this lasts more than a month, our economy is going to be down, and all these gains that we've made, people are going to start saying, I need to get out of here, man. We're going into a recession. So we have that, and then on top of that, now you have Iran shooting missiles over at Israel. We still have the Ukraine-Russia war. There's so much, and we have the hurricane that wiped out things. So there's a lot that's on the plate right now, and each one of them can hurt the economy pretty good. So we have to just kind of wait and see if the bulls can get it back above this 57.30. Then that's where we look at that 57.50 as a top. If the Bears can get through 56.84, then we're coming down to the 56.47. We didn't really have any buy signals. If we look at the 60-minute chart, we didn't have them here, but we had these, very distinct sell signals. So I've been saying that I'm looking at this as a wave 5 of 5, and I've been putting in the morning notes, building a position up at that 47.50 all the way up to the 58. I think can do you very well because whether we come up and make new highs or not, there's more points to the downside than there is the upside from where we are right here. So that's my trade. I mean, whether we go into a bear market or we go into a full-blown recession, I don't know that. I'm just saying what I'm looking for is possibly a 10% pullback to take place as we head into the elections, and that would not surprise me at all. Now, obviously, I don't have any crystal ball, and it's going to do it, but there's a lot of things that are in place that are saying, typically when we see these sell signals on the daily charts, on the weekly charts, these are ones that cause your 10 and your 15% and 20% pullbacks because there's sell signals on the weekly as well. So, and as I've been showing you, the wave 5, as long as we got above here, I have it where it possibly could end somewhere up into the 58.50 area, and that's just going to be the top of this trend line. But the thing is, if we keep going down here, and this could be the wave 5. It's not really too structured, but it may be just an ABC wave 5. I'm not really quite sure. I'm not great with those wiggles, but we have the sell signals. We do have 5 waves in place, so you got to respect this top right here, especially the reasoning for it. Meaning that, like I said, if this port strike lasts 30 days, our economy is going to be in the toilet. We're going to be in a recession, and then that's it. I think the people will just sell off stocks and start going into the black oil as well as I meant to say black gold, but that and gold, any kind of commodities that are going to go up in uncertainty. So let's just see what plays out tomorrow. I'm not reading that much into it yet until we take out really this 56.46 level. This is going to be important. So if the Bears get it through it, there is some support right at the 55.75, which is a moving average, but I think we come down to the 54 and possibly even down to the 5100. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Have a great night, and I will talk to you guys in the morning.